Hi everybody, Cynthia with SwanSoapandSuch, and today I am making Caribbean Teakwood soap, and we're making this with Candle Science Caribbean Teakwood. Focus. And this scent is one of my best sellers. It is delightful. I have my scent in with my kaolin clay here. And we're using Mad Micah's Peacock. Absolutely love this. It's kind of a greeny blue. And it turns. And we're going to use Blue Vibrance from Nurture Soap, which is a lovely blue. And I'm also using this brown that I got from Amazon, which I want to use up. So I have those in oils in my containers ready to go. I have my lye mixture ready here with my organic sugar, which is why it's yellow, and sodium lactate. And we'll get started. I have a particular design that I use with this. Let me get another spatula. And I like it with brown on the bottom and the two blues and white mixed, so it looks like waves. My dad likes that one too, which I'm happy that he likes it. Okay, so we'll stir this up and emulsify this. Down, and we'll split off. We want to work with our, I think this accelerates this fragrance, so I'm going to put it in after I mix everything. So the brown I want to put in first on the bottom. I don't want too much, but I do want a nice level bottom. And then I'm going to have some white inside with the blues and white on top. So we want a good portion of these blues. Blue Vibrance and Peacock Blue. And the rest is going to be white, so I don't need that much white. So we'll mix more of this. Maybe a little bit more brown. Okay, that looks pretty good. We'll stir these up. We'll put our fragrance in last thing. So that Blue Vibrance is sure pretty. And the Mad Micah's Peacock is sure pretty. And the brown is like a cappuccino brown. And it saponifies to be a very dark brown. You won't see any of this coppery color in there after it saponifies, so, but it's quite beautiful at the moment. And yes, Blue Vibrance is also very pretty. And I think this is my favorite of all. The Peacock. It has that blue and green. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we got those three started, and then this one we want to have the white. So I think I'll wait on that until after, because I want to work on this brown, because I want to put the brown in there first, and I want it to set up. So we want it to get all settled in the mold before we do the rest. So we'll put a little bit in here. Ooh, that smells so good. One of my favorite fragrances. I likey. Okay, well, let's get this to a medium tray. Get our bubbles out. Come on, bubbles. those bubbles in there. I'm still on low speed. A little bit more. We want this to settle on the bottom and stay there. Okay, I think that's good. We have a nice trace on that. Let me scrape this. Oh yeah, that's a nice thicker trace. Clean up my mess here. Bring my mold over. We're going to do a hanger swirl in a little bit, but not on the bottom. We want this to set up on the bottom, so let's get this in on the bottom. We don't want to save any. Don't want any on the sides. And clean that up and get the rest of this in there. So you can see. Okay, let's clean it up. Okay, now let's get this white going a little bit. Got our titanium here. We want this really white. So I gotta wipe this brown off of my stick blender here. Some of it anyway. Okay. And we will get this mixed in. Yeah, that's a nice white. So I think I have to put my fragrance in. And it's going to set it up. So then we'll have to move it quickly. This is still very fluid, as you can see. We haven't stick blended this. But once I get this fragrance in, it's going to go fairly quickly, so we won't need to. So we'll put a little bit in there, a little bit in there, and the rest of it will dump in here. And I'll get all of that in there. And we'll give it a little mix here. Give it a little mix. It's thickening up. Some of these ones that accelerate, they're just too good to resist. We just have to have them. So I'm going to refrain from stick blending any of this because we want it to mix nicely in our soap. Very light trace. Okay, now just so you can see this brown, put this on the side, so you can see this brown is all set up. It's not moving anywhere. So we do know this accelerates, so what we just have to wait for these to get a little bit thicker. And my white's starting to thicken it up so much that I'm going to have to stick blend these just a titch. So let me get that going, just so the white doesn't pass us by here. Is that enough? That might be enough. Just that little bit. Get out of my mold here. Yeah, that'll do it. Just that little bit. Okay, now we can get it in the mold. So, let's see, we'll just go with one and the other, and we'll get a nice pour in here. I don't think I have to worry about it breaking through, but just the same, I'll just pour it in here. And then let's see, pour this one in. We do want them to mix a little bit, just a little bit. And we'll do a little squiggly pattern in here. Okay. I think we won't need to do any, we'll see. Now let's get some of this white in there before and we want it to look like waves. Most of this I want the white on the top, but I do want some in there. Okay, it's gotten quite thick. So we'll just squiggle some on there. And some of the blue. We want to look like waves in the beach. More white. Most of the white's going to go on top. And we'll do a little hanger swirl, maybe. See how this goes. And I'll put this little green in there. And the blue. And we're not saving, well, maybe we could save a little bit, but we usually have the top white, so we don't usually save this, but I'm thinking, yeah, we'll just pour this in. We'll have a top white like I usually do. Can you see okay? Sorta. Alright, there's that one. There's the blue, vibrant, really lovely blue. Finish that up. And now we'll do a little hanger swirl. Clean up my mess a little bit. And we'll do a hanger swirl. I won't go down to the brown, just the blue and the white. Okay. And then on the top we want the white. So I want to clean up this edge here. Clean up that edge and that edge. Okay. My white's thickening up. Smells absolutely amazing. I love this scent. Oh my goodness. When I went to the market before the virus hit, this one people would smell and they wouldn't buy one, they'd buy two. So this is a really nice one. Really, really nice. Does accelerate, but you can see that you can make it manageable by not using your stick blender so much. So we'll flatten this out. And we're going to let that set up some more to do a little texture. It shouldn't take very long. It's barely ready, but we're just going to do a little light texturing, not too much. And then I'm going to put this blue glitter on top. I'm just in a glitter mood, I guess. So just a little texture. And then we'll put the glitter on. I have a robin's egg color glitter, which I love. I've used it once before. It's just delightful. So, are you ready? Okay, let's do this. We want to impact this big time. We want to cover it completely. So, what do you think? Pretty nice. I like it. We'll clean our edges off after it sets. We don't want to mess with it right now. There we go. Ta-da! Caribbean Teakwood soap with robin's egg color glitter on top. Okay guys, see you at the cut. Okay guys, we are back to cut Caribbean Teakwood, and this came out amazing. We love it. This scent, I just fall in love with this scent every time I make this soap. I just, oh, that smell. Oh.